Hi, it's Jen. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be making this project here, and believe it or not, this project and this project are made with the same piece of paper. Well, not the same piece, but the same size piece of paper. And that's what I'm doing for most of my projects that you'll see coming up is I'm taking your basic paper sizes, like your 12 by 12, your 8.5 by 11, and I'm using those and then like half sheets for projects, so that, you know, depending on what size paper you have or whatever, you can look and you can see, oh, well, you know, if I have 8.5 by 11 paper, these are the projects I can make, and so on and so forth. So these two items are made with a piece of paper that is 4.25 by 11, which is a piece of 8.5 by 11 paper cut in half. So we are going to make this one first. And most of the projects that I'm making like this, the square bottomed treat pouches, I do a pinch top closure like that. This is not going to do that because of the shape that it has, and I actually, one of the previous projects, I made it into a basket, and that's what we're going to do with this one here. This is very cute, and this would look cute for a treat, especially at Easter time, or for whatever case it may be, for a wedding favor. And so let's go ahead and get started with that. I am going to use this paper here. This is actually a 110-pound cardstock that I found at Joann's, and it's really good stuff. So, and it comes in, I don't know, I think I got 10 different floral patterns. So I'm pretty excited about it, to use it. To get started, we are going to take the, let me look at my directions here. Which number am I on? I am on this one here. So we're going to take it on the 4.25 side. Alright, so this is the top. So, okay, if it matters to you, the pattern, the top of your paper needs to be the 11-inch side. So top and bottom. So we're going to take the bottom, we're going to slide it over here so that we have the 4.25 inch at the top. And we're going to score at 1 3/4 inch. Alright, now we're going to move the bottom of the paper now to the top of our scoreboard, and we're going to score at 2.5, just to that score line that we just made, and we're going to stop. So 2.5, 5, I can't hardly see my score line, 7.5, and 10. Now when I get to the 10 mark, I'm going to very gently, after that score line, just kind of make a nice gentle indentation. It's much easier if you turn your paper around. You can see what you're doing better on the white side, but that's okay. If your paper has a white side, it's easier in my opinion. Okay, so this rectangle down here in the corner, we're going to trim off. We don't need that. And then we're going to cut these guys apart at the score lines. This thicker paper, like I said, this is 110 pounds, and that's really, really thick. It's really nice because it's rigid and it holds up really well, but sometimes putting it together can be a little bit of a challenge, but it does work very, very well. So what we're going to do is, this is the back, so this is going to be the back flap. So we're going to put adhesive, and this is the back side. We're going to put adhesive here on this side edge, and then on these three here. And I'm going to actually kind of cut in a little bit on that end right there. Okay, so let's grab some 1/2-inch score tape. Just going to lay us a piece right there and take it off at the score line, and then we'll put a piece down the edge, all of these others except for the last one here. We're not going to do anything there. And then let's take this piece off. We're going to fold this over and just match the edge up with our score line that we left ourselves, if we can see it. I see it there. Okay, press down, join everything together. Okay, now our back flap goes in. It doesn't have any adhesive. And then side flap goes down. And since it's actually a shallow box. Okay, so to finish the basket, we're going to fold the other side flap down. And we'll peel off the adhesive for the front and put it down. There's the basket. This is the trim piece for the bottom and the trim piece for the top. And those are 3/8 of an inch wide, and right now they're both 12 inches long. We'll put adhesive on the back of those. I have another piece that is 1 inch by 12 inches that we're going to use for the handle for the basket. And we're going to actually score it in half so that it's 1/2 of an inch. So the glitter is on both sides. Okay, we're going to start at the back of our box and put the trim piece on the bottom. And we'll just run it along the bottom on all 4 sides. Matching it up with where we left off. And we don't need all of it, so we'll trim off the extra. Then we'll do the same thing to the top. Just following the top edge this time. And cutting that off on the part we do not need. Now this is the piece that's 1 inch by 12 inches. We're going to score it in half. So we will score it at 1/2 an inch all the way down. And if it's uneven, we can straighten it up and cut the extra off when we're done adhering it. So we'll put some 1/2 inch score tape all the way down. And stick the handle together. Because it's not completely even, we will go ahead and cut off the extra part. Try to get it lined up to where we just have the black glitter. So there's that. You could also use some wired ribbon or something for the handle if you want to. And this is 12 inches long. We're not going to need 12 inches. So probably maybe even 6. Let's see. What's that? Probably 7 inches. Cut that off. And then we will attach to the sides with a brad so that the handle can move back and forth. Alright, so we have our basket and we're going to get our hole punch and punch a hole in both of the sides right in the center of the trim piece that we just put on. Then we'll take and punch a hole in the handle itself on both ends. Have these mini brads. They're white. So we will stick couple of those on here to hold the handles on. I'm not going to put a greeting on this project because I don't know what it's going to be used for yet, so we'll just leave it blank. But we'll attach these handles and set it back for some time, for some kind of occasion. Stick the brad through the handle and then stick it through the box. Go ahead and close the brad on the inside of the basket, and there's your basket. There's the project for today. We'll see you next time.